Hello, welcome back to another live stream. If you are here, say hello. I know it's a little bit delayed, so I'll wait a few minutes to see who's in the chat. We have a Playtendo guy. You managed to pick up a slipcover of Weird Science 16 Candles in the 2-disc set of the pretty good pickups. And the Weird Science is that kind of funny feeling one that's really kind of fun. I like those ones a lot. And Team Viral Spoiler is here as well. So this evening we are going to be looking at the Arrow sale. I have not looked at it as yet. I am, well, a little bit curious as to what it holds. I have not been a huge fan of the past couple of sales. I don't know if I'll be picking up much, if anything at all, but we shall have a look at it and see. I would love to know if you've already been on it, if you've picked up anything in the Arrow sale whatsoever. Of course, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to say hello if you're there watching while I get set up for this stream. So let's see. There we have it. Arrow video. Hopefully it's going to... Ooh, huge Easter sale on now with up to 65% off. Shop now. So let's see if they've fixed the filters. No, there's nothing. Let's see, we've got Andy Gardner, You're Buying Kubrick's The Killing, Killer's Kiss, and Siodmark's The Killers, and Don Siegel's The Killers. Yeah, very good, Andy. Hi, Jordan. You've not touched the sale yet, but you're on the Shameless sale. Well, we may have a look at that later on as well. I'm just looking to see if there's just no way to limit this to just Blu-rays, just Arrow video. This thing is horrendous already. I just don't know. I don't like the layout. I just don't like it. I want to be able to filter things down to a more accessible way. I just, let's have a look through it and see anyway what they have. Don't Go in the House limited edition, £12. Last Matinee, £12. Oh, that's a new price point. Hello there, Blu-ray Mark. Danny C, welcome. Oh, so there seems to be a Tale of Two Sisters, £9. Let's see what I have. Picked up Team Viral, you picked up Death Screams. Wow. The Wind, Major Dundee, Cold Light of Day, and The Last Matinee. Some of them are very good. One is definitely not. Let's see what I have. John Young, welcome. At least it's better than Arrow sale a few weeks ago. Well, it couldn't be any worse. I don't think I like this new pricing that they've got going on here. There's Neil. He's struggling with the sales. I can understand that. And then Gavo's here, hoping that it's better than the last Arrow sale. I'm sure it will be. But just, first page, I hate that I can't filter it down to Blu-rays and DVDs and certain companies like I used to be able to. I don't like this new price point. It's making me wonder if there's any £5 titles. I doubt it. We seem to be up to £9 instead of £7.50 or £8 was it last time, and the £10 titles seem to be up to £12. That's initial thoughts, which is kind of scary. Let's see. Noticed Pitch Black is £12. Kind of surprised it hasn't dropped to £9. Is that the Blu-ray, the 4K? Very tempted to get Major Dundee. That's a great set. We'll see what price it is when I get to it, but I'm kind of interested in that one. So, Blind Beast, I've heard great things. That's Masamura, isn't it? I think. Yes. So I've heard pretty great things about that. Gavel, yep. The Shameless sale is great. We maybe have a look at that later on. And of course, we've got Fuzz Aldrin dropping by to say hello. Can anybody sell me on Blind Beast? Because I'm kind of curious on that one. But, it's on the Arrow player. I may watch it. The Years of Lead set. That's pretty good. £30 for 5 movies. Seems like an actual decent bargain. And the same with the Yokai collection. I wonder if that's... So that seems to be like a standard reissue, no booklet. Still, the movies are great. Let's see. You were tempted by Sartana and a few random titles, but nothing extravagant. Sartana's pretty great. Arrow's basic RRP has jumped to 18. So guess why they're £9 now. You missed the 2 for 15. Yes. Or the is it 5 for 30 that HMV used to do? So just rolling over some of the images, it shows you the slipcover. So I'm wondering, are these still slipcover ones? Has that gone? Snake Girl and the Silver-Haired Witch was great, but £12 did. See, that's not much of a sale price. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this so far. Over the Edge at £9, tempting. Primer in upstream colour is amazing. See, there's no way that's coming with a slipcase now. Mill of the Stone Woman, I would like that. £25 just still seems too expensive. Let's see. Blu-ray Mark, you picked up The Last Matinee, Demon Lover, Over the Edge, Sailor Suit and Machine Gun, My Stepmother is an Alien, Beyond Infinite 2 Minutes, El Topo and Raising Cain. That's a great shopping list. Now, I've got Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes on iTunes. I got it for $2.99, I think. I've still to watch it, but I've heard that's pretty great. You did manage to snag the limited edition American Werewolf for £15 brand new on eBay. Well done on that. That's terrific. Nothing here for me. Henry arrived in 4K. What a superb package. Was happy paying £30 for that. Good. I've heard there's some issues with the Blu-ray, or some people are querying it. So I hope the 4K is fine. I was going to ask about the Cult Spaghetti Westerns by Sergio Corbucci. We'll get to that, Jordan, at one point. Have I seen The Northman yet? No, I have not. I want to see it because I think Robert Eggers' stuff is fantastic. I'm going to the cinema tomorrow, but my friend has chosen the movie, and it's Fantastic Beasts. So, at least I'll get a nice sleep, some rest, because I can't be bothered with that. You did get Dinner in America. That's fantastic. That is an amazing movie. I love that. Absolutely wonderful. Sorry. Shawscope Volume 1 limited edition, £100. That's still £80 on Amazon, isn't it? Because that is ridiculous. And the RRP is £150. Oi, oi, oi. HMV's got a lot of Arrow up for £8.99, some UHDs at £14.99 as well. The only thing you're never sure of whether you're going to get the booklet or the slipcase or whatever. It's just unknown entity. Dinner in America is great. Yep, 100% recommend. Vengeance Trail seems expensive still at that price. I'm not seeing an awful lot that's jumping. The Fassbender collection, £45. That's like £5 off what it was when it was released. Stand in Silence. You catched up a little bit on the titles you've been meaning to get, and then got a few new ones. Well, let me know what you picked up. I am nosy, after all. Children of the Corn, £40. Nope. This isn't great. I might actually save some money here. Major Dundee, I picked up when it came out. £20 is a good price. It's a good package. 2 cuts of the movie. You like going into HMV and checking to feel the cases, see if there's a booklet. You can turn them on the side if the clear cases, and if the light catches it, you can kind of tell that there's something inside. You got yourself Don't Go in the House with Slip, Tale of Two Sisters with Slip, Boondock Saints, all from HMV. I think I might be better going to HMV. I don't think I could actually get there anytime soon. So let's see. Nothing really catching my eye here at all. Or, I've already got most of the things that I really want. Sweet Smell of Success is pretty great. Sartana at £25 is pretty good. You're getting 5 movies there. They're all terrific if you're a spaghetti western fan. That's a great price. Cold Light of Day. Has anybody seen that? Can you tell me anything about it? I was kind of curious. Is it something you'd rewatch? Let's see what else. Exterminator. Love that movie. Hard to Be a God's pretty crazy. There's still one with the Arrow Academy logo. Wonder if those are kind of running out now. Gemini, I've heard pretty good things about. What is going to be the movie that breaks us? Do you know what? I think I might add that to my basket. Cinema Paradiso. I've never seen it. 4K. It's something I've been meaning to check out for the longest while. So it's time. I think you're right, Team Viral. Just waiting on the sort of newer movies to drop in price rather than paying the full whack straight away. Children of the Corn trilogy, £40. You paid less for that when it was first released, direct from Arrow. Good deal. The Hitcher is one of the better books from Arrow that I really liked. These are only kind of worth £5. Anything more than that seems a bit of a rip-off. But yeah, I'm not having a great time of it. Let's see. You find the Gialli Essential box set a bit expensive. 3 films. If it was 2025, maybe you would get it. Understandable, because I'm pretty sure the 3 movies are probably all £9 each. So £27 without the little box that goes round it. Picked up Cold Light at Day HMV the other week for £7.99. Not seen it yet, but it looks interesting. Yeah. Hey, Andrew. Pretty sure HMV are selling the limited edition of Crystal of My Car for £14.99. If anyone's of interest of that's a great deal. Yes, that sold out pretty quick, so pick it up if you're interested. Amazon got the titles at the same price, and at least Amazon doesn't cost to import customs, at least for you in Sweden. Good stuff. That's a good idea if you're saving some money. Cold Light of Day is interesting. That's not a positive comment. Hey Dennis, how you doing? Yes, they still have stuff. I've not been buying as much. Fuzz Aldrin. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I'm going to use that to purchase something today. That may cover my Cinema Paradiso. Thank you very much. Bloodthirsty Trilogy looks okay at £10. I've picked it up, but I've not watched it. So if anybody knows and can answer Neil about the Bloodthirsty Trilogy, please let him know. Noticed HMV has Lisa and the Devil. Very tempted to get that. I think that's out of print. So pick that up if you see it again. And Miracle Mile, amazing. Now this is when I can't remember if I've got these or not. But the Phantom Lady. Let's see. No, I do not have the Phantom Lady. Let's have a little look at it. Let's see. It's the Steward Mark movie. Let's I think we'll add that to the basket and we'll decide later on. Interesting enough. There we have. Get it, Neil. Pretty good film. So, apparently Bloodthirsty Trilogy's good films. I've got that there, but I've not watched it as yet. 52 pickup is pretty good, and that's still one of the older editions. It comes with a DVD. Tsukamoto, 3 films for £15 is pretty good. Let's see what Stand in Silence got. You got Matinee, terrific. Pit and the Pendulum, Mutilator, The Key, Slayer, Bloodthirsty Trilogy, La Chinois, Death Smells and a Murderer, Orgies of Edo, Iguana, With the Tongue of Fire, Bloodstone, and 16 Candles. Pretty good. Sister Street Fighter at £10 is tempting. Yeah, that's worth picking up. I would recommend that. Highly recommend. Yes, I do have Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. I got that on one of the previous sales. Someone was very kind enough to get it for me. And it's a movie I do particularly love. Cold War Creatures at £40. That's what I paid for it off Amazon. But to be honest, the set's worth that. It's pretty fantastic. I've got my last review from that set coming tomorrow. I would recommend that a lot. Let's see, what else do we have? So we've got some DVDs mixed in here as well. Glass Key I've got, that's fantastic. We've got LPs in here as well. There's just no way of filtering this stuff out. The 4K of Cat o' Nine Tails, the limited edition, down to £25, which I think might have been that when it came out. Newer ones, you got El Duce tapes. That's an interesting doc. Stepmother is an Alien, fantastic. Snake Girl and the Silver-Haired Witch was amazing. Fantastic movie. That's a great pickup. Sailors, I think you mean Suit. Sailor Suit and Machine Gun. Yeah. And 1001 Nights, Cleopatra, anime double. I've not seen either of those two, so I can't comment on those. Is Switchblade Sisters worth picking up? The trailer looks fun. If you can groove with the feeling of the trailer, it's definitely worth it. If that didn't scare you off, then you're probably already there to enjoying that one. Looking at my Arrow account orders from last year, it looked like single releases were £7 each. See, I thought they were £7.50 maybe. But it does seem like a hefty price jump, or not the greatest. The 4-film noir set is pretty fantastic. If you haven't picked that up, it's got a bunch of extras, and I just wonder if it's still got. I'm sure mine's had scripts on it, or on a kind of. No, I don't see it here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the big combo screenplay, which is it's interesting read as well. You get 4 movies in that set. £25 is pretty decent. Been tempted by Cortana and the Prison or Scorpion collection, but this month you've spent a ludicrous amount. It's a bad time of year. It just is. And you get the early films of Olivia Assayas. Yeah, I picked that one as well, but I've not watched it. I've seen an announcement that it was getting a release, but I didn't know anything about the movie, so I haven't really looked into it. But I'm always interested to see how other countries and cultures deal with zombie movies, so I'd probably check that one out. You should pull the trigger on the UHD Cinema Paradiso. £15 a super price. It'll bring a tear to a glass eye. Yes, I will buy that one. Definitely. I almost got it at the last sale. It was just a movie too much. I'm definitely picking that up because it doesn't look as if there's much here that I will be getting. As I burn through these pages. El Duce is crazy. The ending was so dark, but well worth a watch. Yeah, such a fascinating story. Such a kind of weird character as well. Deliberately antagonistic to just everyone. So, yeah. Rififi is a fantastic French heist movie with one of the best heists I've ever seen. If you're at all interested in that kind of thing. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, that somebody's mentioned. That's pretty great. Lake Michigan Monster was an interesting film, and it's one of those ones that if it was like £5, I would suggest picking it up. I haven't seen anything at that price point, so I wonder if they're just not doing it again. Jordan has a friend who's a big fan of westerns, and he recommends Ramrod, which I have not seen that one. So John picked up Thief, Dinner in America, Clapboard Jungle, Lords of Chaos, Terraformers, and Climax. Um, yeah, I think I've seen. Yeah, I've seen all of those. They're all pretty different. I think my favourite is probably Dinner in America. That was a real joy of a film. Hey, Stiff Kittens. Irish prices have put you off buying them on release now. No, My Stepmother, no Frankenstein. 16 Candles you already have. A friend got it with the slip, ordering from the last big sale. So I had to see if you'll get that too. Slips, you need it with the slip. Let's see what else. Happiness of the Katakuris is a Takeshi Miike movie that is absolutely bonkers in all the right ways. Not really the indicator sale, is it? Loving these sale streams. Oh, thank you. No, it's not as good as the indicator one. Hell, it's not even as good as the Shameless one that was on. You have somewhere around 200 Arrow releases, so you've already got most that you want at this point. Yeah. I think I'm around about the 350 mark for Arrow titles. So, I mean, they've had enough money off me and enough goodwill. So, I don't mind if I don't get a lot of things out here. Arrow have just turned into a 4K release company. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, Andrew, if you're looking at the box sets, it's worth going over to HMV to see if they have the limited editions for the same price. Cold War Creatures, Vengeance Trails, they do that. See, that makes all the difference, I think, because especially for Yokai Monsters, which was £30, or the Imagine trilogy, £30. Those are instant pickups. You should have them already, to be honest. The Burbs is one of my favourite movies of all time. Black Test Car and The Black Report. If you know anything about that, let me know. I've heard good things. White Fire? Why does that one ring a bell? A Stand By Dave Made a Maze has been one of the most creative movies I've seen in the past 10, 20 years. Everything lovingly constructed by cardboard. Such a fantastic story. Terrific. You're glad you ordered lots from many of the previous sales with much better prices. Yeah, honestly, I think even the £5 titles, they used to get the £5 releases in here, and that was like a gateway drug. You would put a couple of them in your basket, and that would kind of start the ball rolling. You'd add more, and rather than just spending 15, £20, you'd end up spending like 50, 60. Getting rid of the £5 titles almost stopped me from really buying. Hi, Cheetah. Yes, I'm like a little bit spending, not too much. Taking it easy this time around. Trying to enable others to spend their money as well. Horror Express, I've talked about before. It's the thing on a train, pretty much, but with Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, and Telly Savalas. It's wonderful. Not great. Madman. I just got that in 4K and then discovered that I had the Arrow Madman in my collection unopened with the booklet. Like a fool I am. Whitefire is so bad it's a great movie, but I think it depends on your mileage with that kind of thing. Yeah. I've got it sitting in my living room next to my TV, probably never to be watched. It was a panic buy where I was bullied into picking it up and still not watched it. Been quite annoyed that Arrow still isn't iOSS registered, but seeing this sale, you're not really missing out. As someone else said, Dennis, you can get these price matched from Amazon. Maybe, if there's anything you really want to get. Yeah, the £5 titles were the best. Didn't even count them as part of the main order. The £5 titles were amazing. You could take a gamble for $5. Yeah, I'll take that. Give it a shot, see whatever comes from. And taking that away just seems to lessen the sale for me. What's your favourite 3 box sets to come from Arrow this year? I'm gonna count the last 12 months, and I would easily say Shaw Brothers, amazing, Yokai Monsters, terrific, and very close to almost beating the Shaw Brothers was, the Daimajin trilogy, eh, utterly terrific. You still haven't watched The Burbs. Just that's just a travesty. Um, this one rings a bell. I haven't seen Black Rainbow. So let me know about this one because I'm going to add it to the basket, I think, but I want to know if it's something to get or just take back out. Anyone know why Arrow haven't released Argento's Inferno and Tenbury in limited editions? Gavo, they are coming. I am positive they are coming. I do wonder, seeing some of the limited editions still hanging about, if they've not been as great sellers as they had hoped. So we'll see. You don't get cheap titles from Vinegar Syndrome sale. Yeah, you get some good ones on their older titles, especially. You can pick them up for about £8-9 UK money, which is, I'm quite happy for that, considering I'm getting them from America sitting in here. Platendo guy, you have a collection of 70 arrows. Just going to get the titles you've been after for a while in this sale. That being said, you've already bought 9 in the sale and you've got a list of 15. 9, 15, there's not really much difference there. You've had mixed feelings about the sale. You almost didn't order. It's not good enough for an Arrow sale. And yes, Indicator sale was much better. They also, unlike Arrow, pack things properly and have good customer service. I have about half a dozen left that I want to buy. Getting away with most of the boutiques, thankfully, since the prices seem to be going up. That they do. And yet they seem to be releasing more titles. It's hard to keep up with that. John Young, you really want Versus? Get it, man. It's £9. It's easy. Just put it in your basket. Add some other stuff. Spend a fortune. Milano Calibro 9 is a phenomenal Poliziotecchi movie. I would highly recommend that if you're interested in kind of dipping your toe into that subgenre. When they were £5 ones, you'd order a few extra, take the blank cases, and sell them for a little more than you paid for it. Oh. Good evening, sir. Stand in silence. You like the Black Rainbow, but it's not super good. Probably still comes with a booklet, but you're not sure. Cinema Paradiso was a fiver, no. Thoughts on Coda winning Best Picture? I've not seen it, but I've heard it's not the greatest movie, but often the Academy are wrong. They just pick the wrong movie, the one that kind of strikes a chord, or the one that doesn't rock the boat as much. You know, you feel as if the Academy don't want challenging movies. They want inclusive movies that tick all the boxes and tell a nice and easy story that people can digest. Simon says, Tenbury 4K is coming. So you've heard. Vinegar Syndrome shipping is awesome. 2 days after they ship, you have them in Denmark. Ordering from the Amazon UK takes close to a week, and they're way closer to me. I will second that. Vinegar Syndrome's shipping is phenomenal. I have no idea how they get the package to me in 48 hours. I'm eternally grateful that they do, but that is unbelievable service. Bubba Fett 73, long-time viewer, first time chatting with you live. Oh, well, welcome. Thanks for joining. You said you weren't going to order anything, but ended up ordering a lot from Arrow UK and Zavi UK. You're an idiot. You're not an idiot. You are one of us. Welcome to the club of people who just buy things because we like things. It's good news indeed. Let's see. You still have £5 credit on your Arrow account. You might go wild. I think I've got about £20 credit. I'm saving that for Shaw Scope Volume 2, definitely. Andrew, Ikari XB has been in and out the basket for several sales. Same. I finally picked it up last time. Was so eager to watch it. Got the disc in my hands, and I don't know what I've done with it. It's here somewhere. Maybe when I was tidying out the collection, I kind of lost it. But yeah, I wish you would release Battle Royale 2 in a singular release. John, it's a fading memory because I saw that movie 15 years ago or so, and it wasn't great. The thing is, Indicator have blitzed Arrow to the point when they've gone from staying away because I don't need any more outgoings. Pretty much being more interested in Indicator than Arrow at the moment. That's fair. Buy Stiff Kittens. I don't drink coffee after 6 o'clock at night. I'm getting to that age where my body just repels against it. Another agreement of Vinegar Syndrome are awesome, and the sale's not much more expensive. Probably ordering that Species set along with a few cheap ones and saving up for the VS halfway to Black Friday sale. Yeah, I think so. I managed to lock in Species for the £30 price point, and then I was given a Amazon gift card, so I used that. So I think it's only costing me £12 now for the Species set, which seems appropriate. I can deal with that. Wonder if Arrow will still release the Frighteners. Yes, I think they are. I think it's going to be a 4K, isn't it? That's coming soon. After this stream, you'll finish watching Disco Lady. Just watched the first half, but took a break to join in here. Appreciate that. Thank you for missing out on a little bit of movie to come and join me. Let's see. Just watched The Beast Must Die. Love it. An Indicator. The booklet is far superior than Arrow's very nice release. Yes, Indicator booklets are terrific. I love The Beast Must Die. What did you think of the Wolf Break? Simon, it's the first time you've caught this live and not replay. I'm glad you could join us. The True Romance, the 4K and Pitch Black are calling to me this sale. I think you have to give in and just order them. The £15 each, that's a no-brainer. The Pitch Black isn't the best looking 4K. It's fine. True Romance is pretty spectacular. Pick up Tremors if you haven't. That's probably their better looking 4K out of all of them. You ain't missing much in Battle Royale 2. That is a nice way to put it. I'll continue through some of this and see if there's anything else I need to add to the basket. Oh, Cinema of Conflict, the Kieslowski set. Is it any good? I don't know. I haven't seen that one, so let us know. Gavo doesn't drink coffee after 6. That's when the red wine comes out. Good man. Lee Van Cleef, The Grand Jewel is a phenomenal Western movie. Well worth picking up. John, you bought stuff from CEX, Arrow sale, Shameless sale, and ordered 40 DVDs from Music Magpie. I know Verse is only £9, but that feels like £9 in the final step into insanity. You know, being responsible, I should urge you to just hold your horses. You don't need to pick it up. But the other half is saying, it's £9, John. I'm paying £12 plus that gift card. Don't fool yourself. I am fooling myself. This is what we do as collectors. That set is only costing me 12 of my pounds that I had to get. I should have bought the Vinegar Syndrome display case. Then I wouldn't have lost that copy of Ikari XB1. Yeah, I don't have anywhere to put that. It would be a nice addition if I had a large, grandiose space that I could hold all my movies, but I don't. I don't have a problem with that either, though. Like people buying it, like I know some people do. There we go. Another one. Battle Royale 2 is not a necessary watch at all. Dennis says that Django is their best 4K, but yes, Tremors is up there too. And there's Simon. Buying the VS display case is sad. You know what? If you can afford it, makes you happy, buy it. Nostromo 80, glad to see you joining us, sir. Hope all is well. You just ordered Hounds of the Baskervilles. Excellent pickup. What upcoming sales are worth keeping an eye out for? I would say the Shameless one that's on just now is good, and Vinegar Syndrome one that's coming the end of May 26th, I think it starts, is worth keeping an eye out for. Buy anything with Lee Van Cleef. That's a motto to live by. The one I had to take out the cart that annoyed me was Nightmare City. We'll probably make a second order with that. Dinner in America. Yes, pick up Dinner in America. It is amazing. And use the 15 quid worth of points that you have. That's fair enough. And John likes Battle Royale too. As I always say, movies are subjective. You might dislike them, someone might like it. This kind of annoys me. The One Missed Call trilogy, I picked that up in a sale a couple of years ago for £10, not long after it was released. The network label sale is pretty decent. You watched the Ipcris file? Have they got a sale on just now? Because I think we might jump over to that at some point, because I'm going to get to the end of this soon. I didn't realise they had a sale on at all. Well, hey yourself. Yeah, it would be a drag if everyone liked the same films. Nope. Sure that was in the previous screen as well. Dinner in America makes me weep for the kind of films that just don't get made anymore. Pure genius. Yeah. I utterly loved Dinner in America when I saw it. I think I watched it 2-3 times last year. It was the only single movie standard release that wasn't a limited edition to make it onto my top 10 of last year. Blue Underground has a sale, but it's America only. That is sad. HMV has most releases for $7.99 on the network sale. We might have a look at that. A lot of, network going for $7.99. There's a couple I want, like Seance in a Rainy Afternoon and things like that I've been meaning to get for a while. I don't know enough about Second Run to really feel confident in picking up much of their titles. The Children of the Corn 4K is tempting, but do you need an upgrade for the 88 films Blu-ray? Now, I've heard that the transfers are better, but I think it's one of those ones that if you don't need immediately, just wait, play the waiting game and get it much cheaper in a sale further down the line. You recently bought House of Usher a second time just to get the booklet. I think that was the 10th or so Arrow video you've bought to get that. Us collectors are crazy. You know, I can't say I've bought a movie just to get the slipcase. BFI have a small sale on some of their box sets too this weekend. Oh, I keep meaning to pick up the Kurosawa set at some point, but every time it comes on, the money's been spent elsewhere. Seance looks amazing. Brilliant movie. Yes, I do want that. Some of these titles are showing up twice, and I don't know if it's a difference between the standard and the limited, but they're the same price, which is really weird. You think one would be worth more than the other. You've upgraded your DVD of Showgirls at the start of the month. Why? I've never seen Showgirls. Yeah, I think that's one of those ones I just never got round to. Yeah. I'm getting a Passport to Shame in the network sale. They always do awesome British movies. They do. Network are up and coming. They're one that's really starting to get noticed. Nobody really talked about them for the longest while, and they used to have these amazing sales where the prices were just crazy, like 172 or 329, like crazy prices for Blu-rays. They would just buy like a load of them at a time. Valerie and her Week of Wonders. I've heard that's pretty good. Zombies for Sale probably still comes with the slip. I'm not sure if that's something I'm super interested in. Children of the Corn versus Arrow's version versus 88 films. Arrow wins 100%. The Annihilators was fun. Kind of reminded me of A-Team. It's fair enough. Crystal Log My Car is one of my favourite Arrow Academy releases. I've still to watch that one, Simon. I really should get on it. I keep getting told about Ivan's Ecstasy, but not this sale. It's not something I'm going to watch immediately. But if you upgrade Children of the Corn, you'll what? So okay, you pretty much only buy Arrow cheap on the sale or off Amazon, so you never really lost on buying them twice. Got about the same or slightly more selling that first copy anyway. Got to shop smart. Got to shop smart. Yeah, I think we're kind of, I'm kind of got to say a little bit disappointed. I think the pricing structure of the movies and the discs is a little bit underwhelming. They really don't draw you in. The lack of the £5 titles, which is probably a good thing because it just stops me from spending way too much, might be a silver lining. If you get Children of the Corn, you'll also upgrade Battle Royale and Donnie Darko. The Kurosawa set at BFI, £24. Oh, yes, that's tempting. Network booklets are really nice, but you shouldn't upgrade anything when you bought a new laptop. No. Let's keep things in the realms of the real world here. If you've bought something expensive like that, you probably don't need another DVD and Blu-ray. There we go. Ivan's Ecstasy came with a booklet when you got it for £5 in the last sale. Now you've put me off because, well, should have got it in the last sale. Off topic, but if you've not seen it, you must see The Cellar on Shudder. Lovecraft meets Aleister Crowley meets Clive Barker's Book of Blood. As above, so below. The Cellar, I think I might have seen. Is that the one with Patrick Kilpatrick as the father on a farm, a dusty farm? Let me know. The Visitor is the Visitor is bonkers, 100%. Good evening, Amir. Andy Garnett. Was One Cut of the Dead Hollywood edition a much better version than the original? I don't know. I'm really curious, but that first movie was utterly perfect. What a wonderful movie One Cut of the Dead was. And I'm a little bit worried about seeing the Hollywood version because is it going to detract my love for the original? I hope not. Exodus, you just bought a house. Well, you need things to fill the house. Just don't tell your wife. You picked up the complete network of air releases of Rising Damp, Man About the House full series for £1.50 in the charity shop last week. That was great. Is Rawhead Rex worth getting? It seems ridiculous. It is a little ridiculous. It's one of those kind of forgetful movies that you watch, almost tune out halfway through. It's not one that really sticks in the memory banks either. I think we're done, folk. I think I have added to my basket all that I am going to. I would maybe have picked up that if there was any more available of it. Don't Go in the House. I did enjoy that one. I too am also interested in that one. Dementor and Jugface. So there is one title that I would like to add to my small sale if I can find it quickly. There we go. I don't have it. I watched it on the Arrow Player several times. I want that in my collection. Maybe the £5 ones will be back because they'll get fewer and fewer smaller orders now. They were also gone in last year's summer sale, but back for this October. I remember that. Yeah. And there's Andy. Blu-rays are also perfect for house installations. Yes, they are indeed. So there's what's in my basket just now. There's Andrew. Roadhead Rex is basically crap, and you think about it a lot. It's not the one. It's not that one. It's one that came out yesterday. It's a haunted house with a gateway to hell. Stars Elijah Cuthbert. Okay, I will check that one out. The seller, you see. I'll have a look. Let's get Arrow to buy My Stepmother as an Alien. Ah. I'm sure it's... I've already got it. You don't need to encourage me. It's there. I've already purchased it. So that's my... I think I'm going to get Black Rainbow. Definitely getting that Cinema Paradiso. I've been meaning to see it for a while. How many pages is the booklet? Show us the booklet. I feel so vulnerable. Actually, it's a rather thin booklet. Let's see. Do you know what? Let's jump to this just now, and I will show you the booklet. So, if you can see it. I don't know if we can go back and pause and it's pretty flimsy. It's interesting enough, but it doesn't. It feels more like a little addition. That is it. That is everything that's in the booklet. I read it. I don't remember anything about it, so that shows you know what I think. Yeah, let's see. Yes, get Black Rainbow. I will get that. First is sold out, but is it sold out on Amazon? Yeah, 12 pages, around about that. Let's have a look at this one. Now, I did a video on this, if you didn't see it, just talking about the Shameless sale. They've got this code, Easter 2022 for 35% off, which was pretty amazing. The booklet for Catfight was pretty unique, even if it was mostly just artwork. Yep. You watched Commando last night for the first time in 20 years. It's the perfect Arnie film. Absolutely perfect. I watched with my daughter last Sunday, The Running Man. It's pinnacle of Schwarzenegger. Now, for those of you not familiar with Shameless, they were dealing in Italian movies for the longest while. They do have a reputation of not having the best transfers, but then they've got the movies out. Sometimes it's the only chance to see it, and they've got some absolute crackers here. If you go into the Blu-rays, Della Morte Della More is phenomenal. You take the 35% off, you're getting it for £8. Terrific. They've also done Lucio Fulci's The Psychic. Amazing release, wonderful transfer. The film is fantastic, highly recommended. They also did Stage Fright, but I don't see that here, so I wonder if that's sold out. 'Cause I do. Oh, there it's there. That just came out just before Christmas. Uh, Wonderful movie. Let's see what the guys are saying in the chat. You got Baba Yaga and Stage Fright. I got Baba Yaga as well. I don't know what I'm going to get with that one. Stage Fright is a must, one of your personal favourites. It's amazing. I always remember sitting down and watching it for the first time and thinking, as the opening scene happens, this thing just looks like a staged production. I don't know where this is going to go or if it's going to be any good. And then we get into the movie and it's so wonderful. Still so glad they put out My Stepmother is an Alien. Kept suggesting it in their polls on Facebook. Sad to think you made them do it. I love the movie. The movie's fantastic. I'm just happy to have it out there. It was ridiculously funny. I definitely enjoyed it. Viva is definitely worth getting. I've got that. I haven't watched it as yet. You saw a screening of De La Morte De La More, otherwise known as Cemetery Man, and you didn't like it. Give it another shot. It's one of the might be the best Suave movie, I think. You bought All the Colours of the Dark, Cannibal Holocaust for the extras, and Torso, and you got them for just over £20 with free shipping. That's how you do a sale. Like, that's amazing value. I did much the same. I bought The Psychic for a friend. I got Baba Yaga. I got, what was the other one I bought? The Beyond. And it came to, what was it, just £25, £30 maybe, which was great. What's good about De La Morte De La More? Now, I may be misremembering this because I did have a theory on it, and it's the fact that the whole thing is basically purgatory for our main character. And I can't remember what was Nogi stood for something. I can't remember, but the way the movie comes together, the whole reason why everything's happening is such a wonderful take, and to put it in this crazy world, it was wonderful. And then you get the amazing main performance, which was just terrific. The effects were pretty great. I'm going to have to rewatch it. I did do a review for it. It's on the channel, but you know what? It's fading a little bit in the old man memory, so I'll need to recheck it. De La Morte De La More is great. We first saw it about a year ago and was expecting a good laugh. Turned out to be properly good. Yes, it's a very smart movie. Let's see. You've all the Shameless Blues when the 4 you order arrive, but you still want the DVD tin of Bronx Warriors. Stage Fright is not in the sale. That's strange. Yeah, they've got some interesting DVDs that I would like. Like Amsterdam needs a UK release. I want to see that. Footprints in the Moon, someone told me, is on Prime, which I'm going to check out. I don't want to go through everything that I did yesterday. I did a video on this if you're interested. But one of the things I really liked was that view online where you can go and see which one of these are available to watch on streaming services. Amazing. You've never bought a Shameless title, you just don't know where to jump in. Oh, let's see. What would be the best way to jump into Shameless? I would say The Psychic, Stage Fright, Torso. Those 3 are pretty good. Those are just solid movies in general. It's so irreverent, like not much you've seen before. The Church is another classic for me. It's suave. Start with Four Flies and Grey Velvet. That's a wonderful Argento one, and it's one that never really gets enough praise. Now, I checked my Letterboxd listing. Four Flies was my second favourite Argento movie. Reverse the artwork on Torso. Let's jump into Torso and see if it shows you the other artwork. Nope. Nope, just that one. Are Shameless versions of Cannibal Holocaust and Ferox uncut? Do you know, I'm Not entirely sure. Let's see. Cannibal Ferox. Doesn't say anything about it being fully uncut. You think that'd be something you would shout about? But Cannibal Ferox is probably my favourite of the cannibal movies. The director's new edit, which takes out a little bit of the animal cruelty, if you want to miss that. Opera, Suspiria, The Psychic, Amsterdam in the basket. Unfortunately, the Beyond sold out. Oh, yes. I got it yesterday, so I'm happy. Scorsese lauded De La Morte de l'Amore as a masterpiece on its release. Enough said. Yeah, yeah, I can deal with that. Um, there we go. Holocaust and Ferox are censored. Super annoyed at not having the booklet with Arrow, so for the same price, I feel better picking up used with the booklet than brand new without. That's fair enough. Are the rumours of a Shaw Brothers Volume 2 true? Yes, and they've mentioned that it's going to be 14 movies in the second volume, and one of the movies is going to be The Boxer's Omen, which Eric from the Asian Movie Enthusiast told me about a while ago, and it looks pretty great. Gary North, top sensation from Shameless, Edwick Fennick, Rosalba Neri, a goat. It's got everything you could possibly want. De La Morte is amazing. The last stand for Italian horror. Yes. You're trying to avoid owning films that has other cuts of animal cruelty. You're not into zombie or cannibal films anyway. Fair enough. So let's go to film and TV. Let's see. Arrow sale. Nope. Is there a... Okay. So yes, a lot of titles. Green for Danger's fantastic, by the way. If anybody's curious. Let's see, where were we? The plastic of Cannibal Holocaust will never come off as you hate the animal cruelty in it. You just hate not having it due to its importance in horror cinema. Yeah, I can get that. You got the Shameless release of The Beyond when it came out, and it looks no different to the older Arrow release. In the case, it's a horrible see-through artwork. I see it's a 2K restoration, so I assumed it would be much better. Favorite Fennec film? I think All the Colors of the Dark. She's more front and center there. She's got more to do. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite. Let's have a little look here. Go away. It really, see, knowing that these were that great price, like in previous sales, it kind of irks me a little bit to see them this expensive. Tempted to get the two Sweeney films and the Likely Lad films. You're 25, but you really do enjoy these older shows. Yeah, why not? They're like products of their time, almost windows to a time past. They're great. I would wholeheartedly pick up. I just I may get 3 of these, I think, and that takes me to my limit. Yes, sir, fashionably. We've just been through all the Arrow stuff. I needed somebody to tell me about the Masamura titles, and you weren't there. You let me down. Let's see. Oh, look, I can filter this. I wish Arrow could let me do something as simple as that. I tell you what, when it finishes, Joel, we can all shout freedom if it really makes you feel better. Miss Leslie's Dolls was a particular great movie for those kind of grindhouse movies. There was a couple of titles that I just can't remember now that I was after. Someone ruined all the Colours of the Dark by saying that Fennec looks like older Michael Jackson in it. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think it is just the TV movies as well. Thanks for the info on Shaw Brothers Volume 2. Hopefully Arrow will add another spaghetti western set, Vengeance Trails Volume 2. That would be amazing. I would love that. League of Gentlemen, that I do love that. These are maybes, strong maybes. Invasion of the Blood Farmers. It's up there, down there with Manos in the Hands of Fate. Is it available anywhere where I could watch it? The Lady Vanishes. Oh, I think it was maybe The Lodger. I was looking for. One thing about HMV website, you can filter searches for products just in offer. Can you? Have I missed that? I'm midway through now. May as well just keep going. Well, I remember that being like way back when it released. It was just everywhere in the video stores, and I remember watching it and just not liking it. I'm sorry, Joel. I asked for that opinion about 50 minutes ago. It's now null and void. Nearly 2 minutes cut from Ferox. See, there's some of these I've got a lot of, but if there's any recommendations from this, there must be an easier way to like, filter this down. We'll go for that. Yeah. Here we go. What are we down to? The House in Nightmare Park. I don't know. I do not know. Here today, there's a forthcoming Hammer Volume 7 box set. Any thoughts on what may be included? None whatsoever. I've always been surprised by the Indicator box sets. I hope there's a Volume 7, 8, 9, 10 coming. I think they're terrific. You got Blind Beast in the last big sale, and you got Bloodthirsty Trilogy on this one. Someone mentioned Passport to Shame earlier on. Let's have a little look at that. Yeah, Joel just gets smacked down, put in his place. That's what happens when you turn up too late. Don't Go in the House is great. It really is. It's an effective horror movie. It's quite disturbing. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. I might have a look at the trailer and see what that one looks like. The Rebel. I've not seen that one pop up. Am I missing titles? Have I filtered too much? I don't see that one at all. Here we go. Don't Go in the House is brilliant. It is indeed. That foul line. I'm going to put you in a timeout, Joel. Go on the naughty step. What do I think of chances of Pink Flamingos getting a UK Criterion? You hate importing. I do not know. Criterion are really funny with the titles that they are bringing like over to the UK. It seems to be haphazardly. There doesn't seem to be any forethought. It's as if the UK's not as important, which it may not be, but who knows? I know my somewhat friend Joel may be getting me Pink Flamingos at some point. Joel was making cookies. Okay. He picked up 2 out-of-print Eureka releases for like 65 pence each, along with a bunch of other great stuff from a second-hand store. Not perfect condition. It doesn't matter. For that price, you've got them. Pink Flamingos. Well, if Sallow can be released here in the UK uncut, yes, there's hope. I'll go back and look for it in a minute, James. I just must have been zipping by it. In fact, I'll see if I can find it. Not paying attention. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Sallow is your favourite family movie. Yes, but we know your family. See, Le Cousins and Le Beau Shares. Oh, those are early on ones, aren't they, as well? Apparently, the BBFC have said they were ready to pass uncut years ago. I'm not sure what the hold-up is. I think they were serving Joel's cookies at the wedding banquet in Sallow. I've not seen Sallow, so I can't really comment on that one. I suppose I should check it out at some point, but I just don't know if I really want to. Consider getting the Prophecy and one more of Eureka's 2 for 30 offer. Not cheap, but looks nice. Yeah, I don't think that's much of an offer, to be honest. I think if you hold off, you can pick it up cheaper later on. The only good film that Tony Hancock made. We'll have a look. Sallow is a legit amazing film. No idea Network did a release of Night of the Living Dead. The Criterion release was exceptional. Yes, it was, Gavo. That was one of my favourites. Loved it. I'm just hoping someone releases Dawn now with a particularly great release. Just someone that's going to treat it fairly. Okay. Do you know what? I'm not seeing anything here that really jumps out at me. Seance in a rainy afternoon, definitely. Just wondering if anything here is at the same price or. Yeah, it's not at a cheaper price at all. Oh wow, Chiller the complete series. I've not thought about that in a long while. Oh, I might need to pick that up. There we go. Nobody likes Sallow, Joel. No, you might not get it with the slip later on. I guess it's all dependent on whether you want that or not. So, did I say dawn? I meant day. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. I've got my basket to go and pay for here. I think that's enough for tonight, guys. I am going to go put my feet up, spend some money, putting these sales through, and enjoy the rest of the Saturday night. I hope you all have a great night as well. We've got a couple last comments here. Let's see. What's the address to the network page? It is networkonair.com. There we go, up there. That'll take you to it. You like Networks Jack the Ripper release? I might have a look at that. And Joel, sorry, missed it. That's okay, John. Joel, you've got cookies to keep you busy. Have I seen Beasts? It was issued in Network. You don't think it got a Blu-ray? No, I have not seen Beasts. It rings a bell, James, but I haven't seen it. Anyway, that's where we're going to end things up, guys. Thank you for joining me and spending your Saturday night with me. Again, I hope you all enjoy going and watching Sallow like Andy is. And I will see you next time on the live stream, which will probably be Wednesday, the 27th of April, because it's going to be my birthday and I want to hang out with you guys and talk films. So I'll see you then. Have a good one.